What is going on, YouTube? PPS back here. It is Past the Prop Early Edition Friday. Coming at you for some MLB slate. This is probably the last Past the Prop MLB for a week here with the All-Star break coming up. I think we'll be able to do it next Friday. But obviously, we'll have some stuff in the works here for next week for other options for Past the Prop here. But I'm very excited to break down our last one of the first half. Monotone, saw you killed it yesterday. How you been, man?
Yeah, no, coming off a very good day. Now 2 very nice days in a row. I saw you also had a very nice day yesterday, so it feels kind of good when both of those things come in, move into today. You know, we're both feeling live right here. So yeah, I'm hoping to keep it going.
Yeah, no, it was nice. It was one of those days where just like everything kind of went the way it was supposed to, and then I had my ladder on Rodon, and our worst hitter, probably struck out twice in the at bat, got called balls, went 14 pitches, and Rodon didn't get to go out for the sixth. I think that's his first time in a while not clearing that 5-inning mark. So we could have hit that ladder too a little bit, but yeah, it was a good day. I'm pissed from last show because I thought I put Winker in my home run thing, in the home run parlay, and I had him. I said I was going to take him game 2. And he went yard in both games, and I didn't put him in the thing because their game started right away. So that was obviously extremely unfortunate that we put that in there. So, but yeah, that was.
Yeah, you had it. I mean, we literally had it, but I couldn't make the parlay because of the time. You know, the time we were doing it, it wasn't possible. And yeah, Stanton went off, so I hope at least a couple people got that. I know you said Winker on here. Hopefully, a couple people got that too. But we'll try to recreate that today.
Yeah, I know. We're going to be going right back into your Washington Nationals spot. So just going to let some people find their way in here. We got about 15 of you guys here. Early spot. So thank you guys so much for tuning in this early. Smash that like button while you're here, and we'll get it moving. We're going to obviously go right into the Nationals game because I think most of your plays are in those Nationals game. You got those guys locked up. Jake in here, coffee, PTP. Yeah, dude. Honestly, I'm on my energy drink, so yeah, I feel you. A little caffeine to wake you up in the morning here. So I will kick it over to you. I know. This guy gets on base damn near every time he's up, so might as well go with this one.
Yep. Played this one yesterday. Part of my good day. So rolling that one right back over here today.
I think Monotone might have popped off there. Usually it's about a 5-second lag, but let's see.
Are we good?
We're good. We're good.
Can you hear anything I just said?
I heard we're rolling it back today. That's about as far as I got on that.
Nice. Starting off with some technical difficulties. Always love to see it. But yeah, no, running back Juan Soto over 0.5 runs at -110 today. Played this one yesterday, and I'm going to keep it going. I really don't see much of a reason to stop right here. What Juan Soto's been doing over his last 15 games is insane. When I talked about this last, I mentioned the fact that this guy walks at the league highest rate when he's playing terribly, when he's hitting 220. Over his last 15 games, he has the highest on-base percentage of anyone during any 15-game span all season. Juan Soto's playing great right now. I was going to say playing great basketball right now. He's playing great baseball right now. Obviously hitting for average, but the walks are still there. I mean, it's a safe bet that Juan Soto's going to get on base probably twice today, right? It's probably going to be walked once. And with the way he's been hitting, right, he's on that 16-game hit streak. He can drive himself in any one of these days, right? A solo home run is all it takes. I know we're depending on some other guys in this Nationals lineup to get the job done right here, but he's coming in with a run scored in 8 straight games. I think he can make it 9 today. Like I think we're going to talk about a little bit later. I think the Braves are going to put up some points against Patrick Corbin today. Obviously, there's going to be some pressure on the Nationals to score runs in return. This just feels like a great value right here. Like I said, highest on-base percentage over the last 15 games of anyone in any 15-game stretch all season. We're talking about Judge, all these guys, Goldschmidt, that are having amazing seasons. Soto's finally starting to look like the guy that we all know he is, just like last year, picking it up around the All-Star break time. I think it's a pretty good bet that he scores a run, and he might even drive himself in today. Maybe he got to toss a couple bucks on that home run prop.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'm never opposed to going to this this matchup just screams runs from both sides. I mean, we saw it yesterday, 5-4, and 4 homers, 4 homers there again.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would not be surprised to see that happen again. To see that ball leave the yard at all. So I will not be posing this at all here. Prop God, welcome, man. Nice to see you joining us here. Sorry, Farmer. That's unfortunately, we both did pretty well yesterday, but hopefully we'll be able to keep it going today for you here. So my first play is going to be the Astros first 5 over 4 -120 DraftKings spot. Kind of funny because I did back the A's on Sunday in this exact same matchup on the run line. Cole Irvin, a guy we've talked about on the show. We talked about him with the Yankees. The thing you're going to notice is I do a lot of the same trends with the same guys if it works, and this one has worked lately. I hate Jake Odorizzi. I've talked about him. I hate him. I think he's absolute dumpster fire. And obviously, Cole Irvin has been fantastic for me at home. He's the Cal Quantrill right now of the AL over there, of the AL West out there. So with Cole Irvin, like I said before, very good at home, 1.68 ERA, 5.27 on the road, heading into a park that is probably half the dimensions of the Coliseum when you go to Houston. Obviously, I think this number obviously represents that Altuve is probably not going to play, and Yordan Alvarez is probably still out yet. But that doesn't really mean that much to me when you still have an all-star in Kyle Tucker. Jeremy Pena is back in the lineup. You still have power throughout this lineup. Through the middle of this order, you still got Bregman in there. And the biggest thing for me is that two of those guys, right, Pena and Bregman hitting from the right side, is there's a lot of power that's going to be given up here by Cole Irvin. 9 home runs in 69 innings so far this year, 426 slugging percentage to the right-hand side, and a 561 slugging allowed on the road. So that just shows that a lot of these hits that would not be out in the Coliseum are going out on the road because Cole Irvin's used to having that extra spot, right, extra space there. And then going to Odorizzi, much worse at home this year, 258 batting average, 339 slugging, all those fun numbers. But why would I not just go right back to this? We just saw this number at, I think it was at 4 in Oakland. Now you give me half the dimensions here over in Houston, and we get the guys worse at home and a guy who is worse on the road. I think the matchup here is great. Obviously, I don't like the injuries, but I also don't think that Odorizzi is going to just absolutely shove for 7 innings again and give up only 3 hits. That's not something that really is in his bag, and I can't believe that he did it last time. So I think he gives up at least 1 or 2 here, and I'm gonna hopefully get 1 or 2 out of the Astros here. I think that's a safe bet. Taking the Astros to score a couple against Cole Irvin on the road.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't mind fading Odorizzi at all. I just like you, don't have a lot of love for that guy. And Cole Irvin, man, you've mentioned on the show, those home road splits are absolutely brutal. I mean, the guy's rocking like a 1.8 ERA at home. And that obviously gets significantly worse once he gets on the road. More than doubles it, almost triples his ERA on the road. Not something you see too often right here. So, like you mentioned that on the show before, I came in with that, in the back of my head right here. So definitely ready to tail this one 100%. Very low number. You're getting a very nice discount because a couple guys are injured. But, I mean, it's still a baseball team, right? A lot of these guys still produce at the end of the day, especially against left-handed pitching. So definitely willing to ride this one, especially at -120. We'll take it.
Beautiful, beautiful. 2 of them down. 2 Pikkit spots to go here. Let's take a look at how we did last time. I believe we cashed both. How did Morton do?
I don't remember. That was the day game, right?
Yeah, he was early. I know Josiah Gray was easy.
Yep.
That one was easy money. Let me check on Morton because if he did hit, I think that's 7 in a row. He hit 6, and he gave up 3 nukes, so he did hit. So I cashed them both. I think you're on a 3-game, right? 3 of those in a row, I think.
I think 4. I think I'm up to 4. You're up to like 7.
Yeah. Oh, damn. We're rolling right now. So I'm going to put these maybe in them. Obviously, a lot of these are a little bit juicier on a few of them. But a play I think we both have backed in the past for for Pikkit play number 1, Sandy Alcantara over 20.5 outs. Monotone, what do you got for him? You got anything specific on this one?
We're tailing this one 100%. I mean, this guy's been insane this season. I don't really think there's much more I need to tell you. I mean, this guy's been so consistent at this number. I believe he had 23 outs against the Phillies earlier this season when they met. He's probably the All-Star game starter. We've got one start before we get into that break. Not that he ever had a leash. He's definitely not having a leash today. Let me bet on the complete game somewhere. I don't know. I'm over 100%. Hasn't let me down yet.
Yeah, I'm curious what this line is at, first off, if I would actually play it myself.
Minus 130, I think.
Minus 130?
Yeah.
Dude, this just scares me. He's just hit it so much. It's like, why are you giving this to me? Like, why? Yeah. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, he's hit it, 6 straight, 7 straight? And it's
might
easy.
Be more than that.
So it's like, I might just fade just because there's something up, dude. This should be 21.5. Why wouldn't it be? Like, if you're hitting it this much, I don't get it. Like, you see what happens when hitters are on a hit streak. You see the number obviously move down, right? You're seeing it minus 300. Why is this like not minus 180 or minus 175 at least, because this guy's hitting it that much. Phillies obviously have power and stuff, and you're going to see a guy here who throws a 98-mile-an-hour sinker. It's going to be hard to elevate here. So I'm gonna fade just because I'm a little off on that minus 130 line. I think it should be like minus 160. So maybe the books are trying to trick me on it, but I'm gonna fade it just because I kind of have to. I think we've agreed on the last 4, so I got to make sure I mix it up a little bit.
I know who hates fun now. God.
And then we have play number 2. We got CJ Cron over 1.5 total bases. Jose Quintana on the bump in Coors Field. That is a scary spot to be in. Quintana. Oh God, I have to take the over here. I have to, just because Cron's going to crush lefties, crushes at home. The Rockies as well. Number 2 hitting lefty team. We'll talk about number 1 here in a second. Number 2 best hitting lefty team. Number 1 home team in the MLB. And obviously Quintana's been good, but there's still not that much swing and miss rate. He's striking out lefties at an alarming rate, like 28%, but only like 14% of right-handed batters. So obviously I'm going to take a guy here who has a guy who's not going to strike him out probably, and makes extremely hard contact. Give me CJ Cron. I like it.
Yeah, this one, it's pretty simple. You said it in the first 2 seconds of you explaining. We got CJ Cron at home versus a left-handed pitcher. Sometimes it's as simple as that. Obviously, it's not a top end, like you said, it's Quintana right here having a solid season, doing pretty well for kind of the back end starter that he is, but definitely a good matchup for CJ right here. I'm going to have to tail the over at 1.5 total bases. A lot of offense today.
Beautiful. Yeah, there's a lot of high totals today across the MLB. Obviously, the Miami Marlins game is not one of them. So talking about Alcantara there prior. But let's kick it over to you. Another spot in that Nationals-Braves game. I will let you take it over.
Yeah, this one's surprising to me. I was between first 5 team total over 2.5 right here, minus 110, very reasonable odds. And you can actually get the Braves first 5 money line at minus 142, which, I mean, it was like minus 285 yesterday. I don't understand either of these 2 lines, which kind of scares me, right? When you see a minus 140 line against Patrick Corbin with the Braves versus the Nationals, there's just something wrong there. There's something absolutely wrong. I don't know what it is. Maybe they think the Nationals are going to have some kind of heroic performance right here. So I'm going to pivot to the team total over 2.5. Fading Patrick Corbin has been a very profitable thing, not only for me, but for the greater gambling community this year. If we're going to look at both of his starts this season, they obviously did not go very well against the Braves. In his first start, he only made it 2.5 innings, allowed 9 hits and 6 runs in that outing. Obviously, this number cashed, and then he pitched his most recent outing, right? Corbin's been playing better recently. I think he might be getting a little bit more respect from sports books. He went 6 innings in that one, but still gave up 8 hits and 4 runs in that game. So he allowed the first 5 team total in both of his starts. I'm not quite sure what's going on right here. Like I said, I expected extremely juiced. I expected the money line to be extremely juiced. I'm not sure what this newfound respect for Patrick Corbin is, but I'm not really buying it long term, especially against a Braves team that is absolutely insane against left-handed pitching. I mean, there's no breaks in this lineup, right? He's going to have a tough outing going against this Braves team. So I just have to take the over right here. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't understand the money line. I feel like both of them should be more juiced, but I'm still going to take it. I'm going to trust that Patrick Corbin continues to do what he does, and that's get hit.
All right. I will play. I mean, we've been going too smooth here. I'll play devil's advocate on the side of why I think that they might put this line where it is. The only thing that concerns me about this Braves team is they can only score by hitting homers. Like, they have not been able to actually put together like singles and doubles and score runs. And exactly what you talked about, Corbin has had a few decent outings lately, and only has given up one homer in his last 14 innings. Obviously, neither of them have been against a team with the power of the Braves, obviously, and obviously he struggles at home as well. But he is much, much worse on the road. Obviously, still has a 5 earned run on at home, so it's not like he's like a world beater or anything. But just it was weird yesterday that the game was even close, that Braves game, just because they could not like actually string together multiple hits. It's like walk, homer, home run from Swanson, like that's kind of how they're scoring. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to see 2 or 3 balls leave the yard in the first 5 innings anyway. So I still think it's a great spot, but maybe why that they're giving it at -110 versus like that -130 it was yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, it's the good stretch we're giving Patrick Corbin credit for, by the way, is a game against Pittsburgh and then a game against Miami. So, it's interesting. It's interesting. I feel like I'm running into a trap right here. I mean, just for people that are watching, I'm going to be playing the first 5 money line too. I'm playing both of them today. So we'll see what happens. I hope I'm not running into some crazy trap right here, but I still trust the Braves offense for all the reasons we talked about a second ago.
Yeah, Farmer, this is going to be a DraftKings line. I know for sure it's on DraftKings, 100%. But I know a lot of like local books and stuff have it too, with the first 5 team total there. And I am going to go to another first 5. This is my biggest play of the morning so far, and it's going to be the White Sox first 5. And they're giving me a dog money. This one scares me a bit because why is this dog money? It doesn't make sense. Obviously, Smeltzer has been very, very good at home. I understand that. His numbers, home road splits, rival Mr. Cole Irvin. That's how drastic it is. Like a 6 on the road, 2.1 at home. But I want to take a look at who Devin Smeltzer's pitched against and tell me that any of these dudes come close to this White Sox team. He got blown up by the Rangers for 7 runs. He gave up 3 runs to the Orioles. He got blown up by the Diamondbacks, 3 runs to the Rays, only went 4 innings against Toronto. He gave up 2 against Detroit. I mean, there's like the teams he's playing here, they're not good. And now you're going to have a team in the White Sox who are the number 1 hitting team against left-handed pitching. They're the, I believe, let me check 100% here. I believe they're the number 2 ranked team in, actually number 1, my bad. Number 1 hitting team on the road this year with 270 batting average on the road. So now we're on the road versus a lefty. Check both of those boxes. And Michael Kopech obviously is on the bump for the other side. He's been pretty good. His velo was down last start. Everybody's making a big deal out of it. But what did he do after the velo was down and the trainer came out in the 2nd inning? All right, let's just go another 4 innings and not give up a run. Right? Kopech's got elite stuff. Even with the velo down, his slider swing and miss rate is over 30%. So he's got elite stuff here. And then let's just take 3 guys. All right, I'm going to take 3 guys from the top 4 of this White Sox lineup, and let's look at what they're doing against lefties this year. All right, Luis Robert, 383 batting average versus lefties, 178 WRC plus, and a 567 slugging. Abreu, 300 batting average, 583 slugging, 175 WRC plus. And then you got Tim Anderson, casually batting 465 against lefties so far this year with a 228 WRC plus. These guys rake left-handed pitching. I get it. Devin Smeltzer's been better at home, and his numbers aren't terrible, but he's in the bottom 10% in whiff rate, bottom 10% in K rate, bottom 10% in expected slugging. right? He only has a 15% strikeout rate. Where are we going to get these outs, right? You're going to have to hope they're putting the ball on the ground. And, I mean, these guys are just crushing the ball right now. You just saw them blow them up for 12. Again, last night, Luis Robert is crushing every single ball hard that he touches. And I just do not see why they're giving me this line. I don't get it how they're dog money with the better pitcher on the bump. And I get it. Kopech's velo is down. Smeltzer's better at home. But, oh, man, it's hard for me not to want to go right to this White Sox team on the road versus a lefty.
Yeah, no, I mean, I love this. One of the first things I said yesterday when I looked at that slate is, oh, yeah, we got the White Sox versus a lefty today. It's going to be a good day. You know, like you mentioned, their away numbers are very nice too. But, yeah, no, I love the White Sox. I almost had a couple of guys on that you mentioned actually as one of my plays. And it may, in fact, actually be an article that you'll be seeing in a little bit. So I think we're very, very aligned in how we're thinking about this game. I did not expect them to be an underdog in the first 5 right here at all. I didn't look at that very closely. So I'm definitely going to be tailing you now that I see this, because I love the White Sox against the lefty. I'll do it every time. It might not hit every time, but I'll be there every single time.
Yeah, and I would only do the first 5. I'm not really buying into this White Sox bullpen that it was last year, right?
Yeah.
And we've seen this Twins bullpen be up and down, but they do have like 4 dudes bringing like 98 to 100 in this pen. So, oh my God, it just doesn't make sense to me. It's almost like I'm scared here. I mean, I was leaning between this and the over 5, but I think that this is definitely the spot to be. Give me a 3-3. I think the team total for the White Sox is absolutely disrespectful. You can get 2.5 at plus money. I might be taking that as well. Might be my YouTube play of the day. I have an article too to write, and I'm guessing I'm on to this one here today because it's just everything kind of matches what I like and finds one of those trends that I like to go with. So very tough. Fernando, I don't know if you're new to the show, but I do not do first inning bets. They're kind of off my radar. I don't even look at them anymore. I did cash 2 of the 3 no runs first inning that I did this year, but how many games have we played? 75, and I bet it 3 times.
There you go. That's a 66% hit rate right there, guys. Yeah. Write that down.
I love it. All right, guys. If you have any questions, drop them in now. We will do our quick recap. Monotone, while we're recapping, maybe let's think for a home run guy, huh?
Yeah, I think you know what game I'll be going to.
Are you going with Braves?
Yeah, probably.
All right, let's. I'll kick it to you first for these, and then I'll be looking for what I like here for ours.
Yep, starting over on FanDuel in the Nats Braves game, we're going Juan Soto over 0.5 runs at -110.
I lost where your other one was. There we go.
And we're staying in the same game for the second one, going Braves first 5 team total over 2.5 -110 over on DraftKings. And then, yep, for Pikkit, we're going Sandy over 20.5 outs right here. We're tailing the public. And then I guess making it a double tail, we're going over CJ Cron over 1.5 total bases against the lefty. Got to take this one.
For sure. I'm going Astros. First 5 over 4, -120. This is Cole Irvin versus Jake Odorizzi. White Sox first 5. Run line here. I'm going to take it at -125. DraftKings line 1.5 unit play here, as well as I'm going to fade this one. I know I'm crazy, dude. I'm crazy. I'm fading this one, and then I'm over total bases 1.5 for CJ Cron. We have one question in here. We got Ian Anderson under K's. I do not know what line that's at all, but I do not mind it. I think the Nationals will find a way to put it in play. It just, if it's 4.5, probably under 3.5, I'm scared off.
Yeah, it's 3.5 -150 on DraftKings, and then 4.5 +130 on FanDuel. So they've got you with the juice on either side.
I'd wait. Just wait it out. Wait till they drop lineups. Maybe the line will move a little bit. Like I said, I'll take the under on the 4.5. I probably will be off of it on 3.5. Matt Schelling bringing in a question about Kershaw. I like Kershaw today. I think 6.5 is pretty sharp, to be honest. I think they're giving you plus money on the 6.5 over now.
Yeah.
I believe it opened 5.5 if I remember correctly. I was up way too early this morning looking at all these lines, dude. My head's just spinning right now with all these numbers. But you got the Angels, I believe, facing on. It's just Battle of LA. I mean, it's just you kind of have to just back Kershaw. It's just I might go with more of like the outs. Like if it's 18.5, I'd probably take that, seeing as he's just been rolling lately. But I think this is a very sharp number. I mean, I'd lean over, but I wouldn't take anything. All right, Monotone, we're to that point now. What do you got for me? Who's going yard today for you?
I kind of said Juan Soto earlier. I'm also on the other side of the ball, though. I'm thinking Duvall's been really good to me. I play him whenever they play a lefty, and he normally hits a home run. He kind of sucks now. He's kind of old, but I do.
Well, hey, he just had a kid, though. He had a kid.
Baby swag? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I mean, it was like last week where he sat out, but he sat yesterday. So, maybe he's well rested, had a nice steak last night in the clubhouse while the game was going on. I don't know.
What do you think? Do you think I go Soto or Duvall? Mix it up on him or go chalk?
Let me check what my guy's at here, and then that'll give you your so we can make this parlay pretty big. I mean, I'm going to have to go with this guy. I've cashed him like 3 days in a row. Let's see if I can find out his number is. I'm going Luis Robert for mine. Okay. To hit a home run right now for him is 340 plus 340.
All right, Duvall's plus 310.
Woo! I like that.
Yeah. Okay.
What's that line at?
Let's see. We're getting at this is 1663 right here.
That's beautiful, man. That looks tasty, dude. Luis Robert's going up against this bum Smeltzer, bro. Smeltzer's giving up 10 nukes just righties this year. Yeah. 13 total in 59 innings. Bro, I could do less than that. I just throw 60 down the middle. I don't even think he'd be able to hit it.
We'll see. I like it, though. I'm playing him to get a hit today, 100%. Him and Anderson, both of them.
All right. Sergio, thoughts on any overs? Well, let me just run through all the plays quick, just because I didn't do the bottom thing today. We'll do one last recap here one more time. I'll do it quick here just so you can see what we got. Because, I think every single one of our plays are overs here.
Yep, Juan Soto over 0.5 runs, minus 110. Braves first 5 team total over 2.5, minus 110. Then Sandy over 20 outs. That's the Taylor fade. Then CJ Cron over 1.5 total bases, tailing.
I have to be the guy to go under on a play here. On my fade over here, and then I'm on over first 5. And then I'm on the White Sox first 5 run line there. Monotone, what do you got for the people here? We're heading out. We're under 30 minutes today. We cooked today. We're at a good time. Appreciate all 20 of you guys being in here right now for the whole show. I know it's early. Monotone, what do you got for them?
Yeah, if you guys enjoyed the show, make sure you go download the Pikkit Sports app. That's where we get the Taylor Fade information from. So we obviously want to see more of you guys over there. Been seeing a good amount of following. We appreciate that, obviously. But if you're not over there, you're missing out, man. We're both posting different stuff over there. Obviously, a lot of smart people. They have the bet tracker. They'll send you money when you sign up. Code PTP. They'll send you money. If it's free, it's for me. You know what I'm saying? I love that. But even beyond that, right? Like, we're both posting stuff over there. I hit that Ruiz stolen base plus 600 yesterday. Posted that over there for that early game with the Padres. Just stuff like that, stolen base props, a little bit more crazy stuff. We're both over there on Pikkit. So make sure to follow us over there.
Yeah, no, Joe's bringing up in here, no Pikkit in Canada. Hey, if we could do anything about it, we would help out. But I don't know if we got that much pull over there. But, hey, you know what else isn't allowed in Canada? Pretty much half the entire Kansas City Royals team, dude. That team is absolute joke. And they still beat the freaking Toronto Blue Jays. I'm sorry, dude. That is embarrassing. But obviously good for the Royals, man, and had 4 guys making their Major League debut yesterday. But, I just want to say thank you to all you guys. I appreciate all you guys tuning in this early. I know we do our early one on Friday. But like I said, even with All-Star break, we'll probably come at you guys with maybe some football stuff, maybe some golf stuff next week early on. Obviously, I will keep my mouth shut on the golf. I will let Monotone take that one over, but maybe some future stuff, and maybe a guest here popping on as well. So make sure you guys tune in. Be ready over there. Smash that like button on your way out. And best of luck this weekend, guys. Make sure you're betting responsibly, especially on the weekend when there's like 50 games a day, right? It's a lot harder to manage that bankroll. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. You guys have a great day, and best of luck if you are tailing us. So thank you guys. Have a good one. See you Monday.